Oh, hello there. I'm so glad you joined me today, and thank you for being here. I have to apologize for yesterday. I woke up way too late to even. Now, I could have set up and done it, but there's editing time, rendering time, posting time, links. Yeah, I would not have been able to do it. And that kind of came. I got to bed kind of late, and then I woke up really late, so for that I apologize. Had not meant to do that. So, in order to make up for that, there will be tarot cards involved in this today. It's still Runecasting Wednesday. The runes will take center stage. The guides will also share the stage as well. However, this time I will also be laying down 3 tarot cards for you today, just to kind of see where things are going. And I picked the Rider-Waite tarot deck for that today. Okay? How's that? Sound good? And the only reason I did that was because I can't make it up on Saturday. I've got things to do on Saturday. I also have a late birthday reading for someone to do, so unfortunately won't be able to do it that day either. Alright? So I'm going to try to make up in some way for it today. And today on High Notes I will be doing a tarot card and Rune of the Week. So let's get right down to it. By the way, I hope you liked that that little post-credit scene I stuck in the Monology Monday reading for day before yesterday. I just placed the deck right there on the tarot cloth, and then I looked down and I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, that's pretty cool. Decided to show it off. Alright, so let's see. Oops. 3 there. Alright, good to go. And then we're just going to do 3 tarot cards, like right here at the bottom. Okay, so let's do that. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, let's see how this little spread goes. I'm curious. I was super curious to see how the, actually, you know what? Let's move you two up. Move you guys up. There we go. There we go. Okay, it's a little better, a little neater, I think. Okay, so let's see where you start out today. All right. Well, big this year. So the Viking compass, as it were. But today, I think we should focus a little bit on our direction in life, because we have 3 things that we have to concern ourselves with. And if we're looking at the cards, the reason that there are 3 cards in the spread is because they symbolize past, present, and future. If we don't know our past, if we mute it, we're not going to know where we are. And if we don't know where we are, we have no idea where we're going. Past will give us our present. Well, from there we can determine our future, but you can't do it without your past. So, the thing that we ought to understand is that you can find your way even if the way seems hidden to you. Have you noticed a concerted effort these days of, like, we're just going to obscure the past or erase it as best we can, or something is equally dumb along those lines? Ladies and gentlemen, I saw something on Twitter today, and it was a really, really good take. And I don't remember who said it, but if you're the one watching and you're the one who said it, please comment down below so that you can properly be credited with it. But and I'm going to paraphrase this tweet where they said, if you look far back at any one of us, any and all of us, we're all kind of pieces of shit at one point in our lives. Now, any and all of us, without exception, we've done things we're not proud of. We've done things that we'd rather not remember. We've done and said things that we probably could do without in our lives. Hell, for some of us in our 40s, 50s, and 60s, go back and look at some of your old pictures. Question your fashion choices and your hair choices back then. Oh, sure, many of us could. But where are we now? What are we doing now? What are we doing right now in this instant? Because I'll tell you one thing, there have been some people lately who have screwed their future by screwing others. That shouldn't be you. Let me show you who's guiding you here. We've got money. What do I always say about this card? No time to explain, kid. Get in the fucking chariot. Money is letting us know that time is our most precious asset. You cannot go back and change the past, nor should you be stuck in it. It's time to take stock of where you are, what you've got, what you learned from the past, and move forward. It's a very simple thing. Why waste time worrying about what happened back then? That's not who you are now. Why waste time wringing your hands over something you can't do anything about? Furthermore, why waste time worrying about what's coming and instead planning for it, preparing for what may come? You know, having that fire extinguisher in the kitchen, having that shotgun in the safe, or the handgun in the safe, just in case. Having an alarm system, just in case. Wearing your seatbelt, just in case. Having a little more food than what you need in the house, just in case. Stockpiling a little bit here and there, just in case. Those are things you can do. And those are things, in my opinion, that are reasonable. And if you can afford to do more, well then do more. If you can't, do what you can. But don't let anyone guilt trip you over it. If they're going to waste your time, disregard them. Here we go. With the runes, we have Rider-Waite, Yera, and Ingvaz. So, this journey, the journey you're on right now, that's why Veg this year is so important. That's why time management is so important. Your direction is what matters. Because the thing I've told people about the past, don't look back. That's not where you're headed. And you should also be getting clarity from this journey of yours. But then we can move over into Yera, which is success. Yera is one of my favorite runes. And right now, in your present, it's an opportune time. See, this is in your past. But your past moves only in one direction, that way. Did you know you're already a time traveler? It's true. but you're just moving slowly forward. You're moving with time. Here's the real interesting part. Time. It's almost kind of an illusion. It's how we measure our day so that we know which actions to take. Time is really a tool. It's a resource that we can utilize. Problem is, much like technology, we've become a little over-reliant on it. And now we don't know how to live without it. See what I'm saying? But the hunter-gatherer types, they know all about time. They kind of have a lot of it. Take those cultures who, Malcolm Gladwell in his book Outliers, pointed out that there was a tribe in Africa, if I'm not mistaken, and they have trees that produce these like certain types of nuts, and they just drop. You go shake that tree a little bit, and a whole bunch of them just drop. And this tribe, they gather them up, they'll crack them open, and they'll eat on them, and they have all this free time to just kind of do whatever. Maybe they'll hunt something occasionally. But when they talk about agriculture, they look and they see they see tribes like the people in China who measure water tables. They get up before the crack of dawn. They go very meticulous for these rice fields. And they teach it to generations before them. And if they're renting that land, whether the harvest is good or not, landlord gets about 15 to 20% of the crop yield. And then what happens? Well, the rest is theirs. They can have some for themselves, and they can sell the rest at market. But the hunter-gatherer types hear about agriculture and what it takes to do that, and they're like, why? We have these trees. These trees sustain us. You know, when the hunting's bad, we can always eat these nuts that fall from the tree. And they're right. They have a lot more time than someone like me or someone like you who may be working for a living. They don't raise cattle. They don't do anything of the sort. Something to consider. But even with our differing paths, even after all that, we still have Ingvas. Ingvas. This rune is a nice little favorable outcome because it does represent our unity, our stability, new beginnings, commitment, peace. No kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a quote from the movie Fight Club from Tyler Durden. He says, "It's only when you've lost everything that you're free to do anything." We may look at people as not having what we do. Oh, they don't have the smartphones. They don't have the mass transit and all that other good stuff. But here's the thing: they have a lot more time. They have a wealth and an abundance of time to which they can do anything with. They have everything they need. Let me give you an alternate quote. It's only when you have what you need that you're free to do whatever you can. You really do have to kind of take care of yourselves in order to take care of others. You have to be in a good position for that. And the things you do can unify people if you're ready to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I talk with people every day. Some conversations are, great. Others, maybe not so much. The thing is, when you have what you need, when you have all the tools at your disposal, hey, when you have a lot of that, when you have that wealth of time, You can do anything. You can help other people. Let's look at the tarot, get an even clearer picture. So we do have a Nine of Wands in reverse, a Magician in reverse, and three of Wands in reverse. Am I sure I got this right? So, right now with that Nine of Wands in reverse, it's not exactly winner circle. Right now you're looking at things and it's well, was it everything you wanted? Probably not. But it could be everything you need. Here's the thing. In any journey there are always going to be obstacles. And right now that's what you have to overcome. Thurisaz teaches us that. Over there's the Magician. The Magician, though, in your present, there's some disquiet there, isn't there? There's always the worry that it's not enough, right? Kind of worried about not being enough, and I'm here to tell you, you're really doing yourself a disservice by thinking that. But the good thing about that Three of Wands being in reverse is that you don't have to worry, because this is the end of troubles. Again, you have everything you need. You have the direction. What you don't have is a lot of time, so you have to use it wisely. Learn to quiet that inside a little bit. You know, get that mind to calm down just a touch. What you'll end up doing is you'll end up seeing, you know, taking care of your worries now. As I said before, just do what you can. Don't worry about the rest. Just focus on your prosperity, your here and now. This is probably the most important card in the entire spread. And if you find you have a wealth of time, share it with someone else. That brings our unity. So, I hope something resonated with you in this reading. Someone out there has everything they need and they're still worrying. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, it's not up to me to determine your needs. It's just up to me to deliver the message. Focus on your needs. I know Northeast isn't here, but focus on what you have. Take stock of what you have at the moment, because I guarantee it's a lot more than you think. I'm still seeing a lot of worrying about things you can do nothing about. And before I go, I want to close out with what I think is actually the best summary of this reading that I can possibly give you. And it's going to be right there in the Havamal. As soon as it pulls up, I'm going to go right to it. Here we are. No, here we go. Oops. I ended up closing it, my bad. I meant to hit the table of contents here. Let's go right to it. Here we are. here we go. Havamal 23 says, a fool stays awake all night, worrying about everything. He's fatigued when morning comes, and his problems remain unsolved. And I think that's the best summary to this reading that there possibly can be. And it's probably going to be the description of this reading, to be honest with you. So, stop letting things keep you up at night. Okay? Those problems, they're not going to solve themselves, that's true, but you can take steps to solve them. In any case, I love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Always do what lights you up, and as always, shine on.